Hey, I'm Lucas the Abstract, and I just want to talk to you. Let's start that over.
You ain't black.
And you ain't black.
Hey, I'm Lucas the Abstract, and I just want to talk to you about a few things that are on my mind about voting. I really believe in about voting for your interests, right? You can't listen to what people are telling you, how you were raised, what your family thinks. You have to vote for your interests. So you have to ask yourself, what is important to me, right? So for me, for example, I've taken a look at the past 4 years. That's when I really started to pay attention to some politics. So you go down the list of things. Me being an American, proud black person, I had to see what was in my interest as an American and as a black American. So when I went down the list of things that were promised to like me and my community year after year, decade after decade, and wasn't happening, I had to take a look and do a little bit of scientific research. You know, I like to say you gather your data, do your analysis, cross references, and come to your own conclusions. So some of the things that were in my interest was I noticed how in the last 4 years, HBCU colleges have gotten permanent endowment funding. Whereas if you remember, I have a family member who graduated and went to a HBCU, Howard University. And each year, the university around the country, the universities, HBCUs would have to come to Congress to ask for more money. That's no more. In the last 4 years, that's changed. Another big thing that has affected, I feel like, my community is the First Step Act. That literally released thousands of people that were in prison for nonviolent marijuana charges. Now, I'm an advocate for marijuana all day because I don't believe that nobody should be in prison for possession of marijuana, right? Then somebody said to me, well, what about even if you caught selling it? So you still shouldn't be in prison for selling marijuana. The government sells marijuana right now and make billions of dollars off of it. So why should I go to prison for selling marijuana? It's the same thing when it comes to prison reform, right? In the last 4 years, we've seen historic prison reform changes. Another thing is historic trade deals. A lot of people may not pay attention to international trade deals. And when it comes to our relations with Mexico, Canada, China, in the last 4 years, there have been some historic trade deals that have benefited America, which benefits the American working family, which benefits Black Americans, Latino Americans, Asian Americans all around are in a better position for job opportunities, which increases your economic wealth. So these things are in my interest, and I just feel you don't have to take my word for it either. Go do your research and come up with what is in your interest and see what candidate aligns with that interest. And for me, it's clear. We in the year 2020, and this year I've had 2020 vision. So stay tuned because I will be bringing you information about the left, about Joe Biden that the media refuses to do. I've dedicated these next 2 months to being a fact checker for Joe Biden since nobody else will.
You ain't black.
And you ain't black.